Hello everyone, this is your very, very own Yobo for Christ at Women Empowerment. To all my beautiful ladies, to all my queens, to all my divas, to all my mothers out there, listen, I just want to let you know, I really love you. I really do. It doesn't matter what you've been through. It doesn't matter what you're still going through. It doesn't matter what life has thrown at you, darling. Listen, the day you step out and say it's over, that you're done with this, here, up in your mind, you have to make up your mind. The day you decide it's over, girl, it is over. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. Don't let nobody make you feel that because of your past, or because of what you've been through, or because of your brokenness, or because of your so-called weakness that they know about, that you cannot be that person that God has created you to be. Girl, you listen to me and listen carefully. You got to step out and take your place now before it's too late. Because if you don't do it, no other person is going to do it for you. If it's your life, well, surely it's your right, darling. But you got to step out and do that thing that seems impossible. I don't care what they've talked you into. I don't care what they've made you to believe. The worst about yourself, darling. But listen, girl, you can do this. I'm talking from a topic we talked about last time. Emotional abuse, verbal abuse. Today, I'm going to talk about intimidation. Listen, darling. Years back, anytime my boys are going to play football and I'm around, especially my senior son, you know what I do? I'll go with them when I'm around. I don't know nothing about football. Trust me. Like, seriously, I'm not a sports type. You know, the football and other stuff, I don't know about anything like that. But anytime the friends, that's the team of my son, anytime they see me, they are already excited. Like, oh, she's around. The mother of Kelvin is around. Why? Guess what? Because they know exactly what's going to happen. Girl, I will use my mouth. I will talk the other party into defeat. I'll go and stand at the back of the keeper. Start saying stuff that I don't even have a clue about. Oh, can't you hold that ball? Is that how they taught you to play that football? You holding that ball like a girl. Like, is that all you got to offer? I will just be talking and distracting the keeper. And when the other kids are close to the goal, I begin to talk. Because the friends of my son understand what is happening, they laugh and like, yeah. And guess what? Every time I do that, they succeeded winning. Pray for me. Yes, pray for me. I don't do that anymore. I'm just telling you the way it is. I'm using it to give you an example. I won't do that now anymore. But girl, I'm telling you, sometimes we just got to be real with ourselves. That's me. I used to do that to those kids. Like, seriously, I said, it's a game. It was working. So I was using it. As long as they win, who cares how it happens? But I was intimidating those kids. I would talk them out of their place. Talk them into defeat. They will get so weak and so tired and so frustrated about me. And then by the time the football is done, they will walk out like, walking as like, yeah, so, oh, pray for me. Hey, listen, darling, wake up. I'm trying to explain something. Girl, that is exactly what the enemy does. They will talk you out of your place. Intimidate you with anything they know that, first of all, you don't have. Or the thing that they think you cannot do. They think you cannot do it, but you can. Or the thing they know that you're struggling with. That's exactly the thing they're going to intimidate you with. They'll throw words at you to make you feel smaller. Just to talk you out of your place. Girl, it's a setup. Don't you see that? It is a setup to remove you from your lane. Get you all occupied in your mind. Make you feel smaller. I'm talking about intimidation, darling. You got to fight against it. They intimidate you to distract you. Just to make themselves feel superior. So in this period of time, I begin to learn that, wait a minute, this is intimidation, girl. This is wrong. This is really wrong. And sorry enough, darling. People do that. Folks do that every time. Every time. Sometimes it's even the things you watch on Facebook. I call it fake book. Because everything there is fake. People post things and you get yourself so worked up and like, oh God, they know better, they do better, they're better than me. Girl, wake up. I call it fake book. It's not everything you follow. It's not everything you listen to. Who is your mentor? It's not every video you watch. It's not every post you sit and read. And at the end of the day, you give yourself headache and begin to think that you're worthless, that you're small. It's a setup, darling. Everybody's trying to intimidate each other on Facebook, on social media, even in the church. People come in there to intimidate each other, make you feel like you're dead. You cannot do better. You're not holy. You're not that. But when they get home, they are the worst devil themselves. It happens everywhere, darling. Even your own husband or your wife can intimidate you. But you got to stand up and say no to it, girl. Because it makes you, it gets you off balance. And you begin to do abnormal things. That's the plan, darling. That's why they intimidate you. Because the moment you step out, the moment you stand up and say, I'm going to do things differently, the moment you say, you discover that you can do better, and you make up your mind up here that you want to do better, guess what's going to happen, darling? All hell is going to break loose. But it's up to you to decide. Are you going to settle for what it is right now? Are you going to settle for what you're seeing every time, everywhere? Are you going to settle for what they're telling you, for what they've made you to believe? Or are you going to step out and do better? Because as long as you are here on this level, darling, girl, everything looks impossible, ugly, crazy, and everything. Up there, that's what we want to be. Few years back, I had a program in London. And then it was rainy. The weather was bad, really bad down here. So I called my sister. I was like, I don't know if this plane is going to take off. So everybody start praying because it's like this journey will not hold. I said, if the weather stays like this, we can't take off. So like half an hour later, they announced that we can start boarding. I'm like, what? So with this weather here, because I was looking at the weather, it was snowing, it was windy, it was rainy, girl, it was bad. Like really bad. But because everybody started moving, I said, Yobo, you have to make that program. So you're going to have to step over this fear. Step into that plane. But because they have seen up there, they know that the weather is not the same up there. They ask us to board that plane. I would have chickened out. But I trusted them and said, okay. Because I want to go up there. I had a plan. I was heading somewhere. And that plane was going to take me there. So I summoned courage and entered the plane. Guess what, darling? Immediately, we flew higher. Up there was nothing like what I saw down here. The weather was good. Like, I said, what? You could see the shock on everybody's faces. Like, this is not real. The weather was clear. It was sunny up there. I'm talking about it was rainy, icy, windy down. And up there it was sunny. The weather was clear. So I learned something from it. Girl, if you decide to stay down here, babe, the only thing you're going to see is defeat. The only thing you're going to experience is failure. The only thing that's going to happen to you is depression, darling. One story after the other of defeat. Same story. Every day. Day in, day out. Aren't you tired? Don't you see? This is a setup, darling. You got to decide to get out of that circle. You got to decide to step out of that circle that's not building you. Up there, that's where you have to be. But you got to board the plane, darling. You can't hang around here with chickens down here and answer to their every talk. It's not everything you reply to. It's not everything you talk about. It's not everything you give attention. You got to be careful, darling. What you're giving your attention to. You got to be careful who you're following. You got to be careful who you're listening to. You got to be careful who you're driving with, darling, in life. Be very careful. Who are your friends, girl? Who are you hanging with, darling? Be very careful. You got to call yourself and sit yourself down and talk to yourself, girl. Where do I intend to go? And exactly you will choose the people around you, your friends, the people you hang around with. You will choose them based on where you've decided to go. If you decided to stay down here, darling, it's all good. But if you have made up your mind that you want to be up there, don't let nobody talk you out of your place. I don't know nothing about football, but girl, I succeeded every time in talking those kids into defeat. People that don't know anything about you. People that don't know what you've been through. People that don't know what it costs to be you. People that don't know how you struggle to get to where you are. People that were not there when you were losing your mind inside your own wilderness. People that were not there when you fought your battle. When you crawled to get out of that hole, darling. People that were not there when you were fighting to keep your mind. Ha! Girl, you want to allow them to talk you out of your place? They don't know what it costs to be you, girl. So why do you let them showcase things to intimidate you? Why do you allow them to talk and just you give them your ear to talk and talk and talk to intimidate you, darling? Listen, girl, I said if it is your life, it is your right. You don't owe nobody any explanation. If you have people around you that are not building you, that are always coming with news to get you scared. Some people, some friends do it just purposely because they know you got dreams. So the only thing they will do is they will come with news to make you feel small or to make you feel afraid so that you will give up on your dreams. Listen, darling, say no to intimidation. You got to take up your beautiful self and start working on that thing. Believe it about yourself that you are a queen. Believe the truth about yourself that you can do it. It's up to them what they want to do, but girl, is your life. Can't you see? It's a setup to keep you inside that circle. Walk out, girl. Walk out of that circle. That place that is not building you, that friend that is not encouraging you, that is not keeping you, that is not helping you to be your better self, darling. You got to walk out. You got to walk out. You got to dare to cut loose, darling. Leave the chickens here where they belong. You got to take off with the eagles, girl. It comes with a price. You got to discipline yourself. Cut loose, darling. Surround yourself with people that think the way you think. People that want to, that are willing to push you. That are willing to tell you the truth so that you get better. Not people that just criticize every of your little effort, everything you like to do, you want to do, or you come with your dream, they will just belittle you like, hey, babe, you the dream, oh. How, baby, you get mine? So you think you can be able to do this? Didn't you hear about the other one that did it last time? Did you? Girl, you don't need those kind of people around you, darling. You need people that will tell you the truth. People that will even show you your mistake, but they will help you to get better. Not rub it on your face every time. Just to belittle you and make you feel this is here, down here, that's where you belong. It's a lie of the devil, darling. You got to dare to say goodbye, bye-bye, bye-bye, darling, to everything and every person that's not building you. You got to dare to say bye-bye. Walk away, darling. Take a walk. Take a walk. This ain't going nowhere. Be careful who you listen to. The phone calls that you pick. You already know that if you call this person, this is what you're going to get. Why you pick up that phone to call the person? Who is giving you counsel, darling? Who are you taking advice from? It's very, very important. They have the power to build or break you. Why have you decided to stay down here? They just want to keep you here because they've decided they don't want to do better. Girl, they don't even know what they're doing. Just as confused as I don't know. And you want to stay their level? They come out and showcase things that are not. They show you things that they don't do. They will take white and black and turn it to white. Make you believe they are all that. Just to make you small, darling. And you get sleepless nights over it. And you just decide, you know what, it's all good. I don't think I can do this because everybody's doing better. Who told you, darling? What do you care what your friend is doing? What do you care what the neighbor is doing? I'm talking about you. It's your life. You got to find out the truth about yourself. Find out what it takes to be you. That person that you want to be. It's not the one that you are now. It's not the one that you're showing the world. Stop faking it. That person that you want to be. That you desire to be. Darling, find out the price that you got to pay. And then do it, girl. Do it. Enough of this struggling. Enough of faking it, darling. It costs too much to fake it. Don't let people intimidate you into doing crazy stuff. Giving you unnecessary heart attack. They show you all sort of things in your front and at the back. They're just as small as chicken themselves. You stay your lane. I'm trying to say, girl, do your thing. Stay your lane. Dare to be your baddest, best self. God has given you what it takes to be that person. You don't have to copy nobody, darling. You don't have to be nobody. All you have to be is yourself. Is the real you that God is going to bless. You're going to be honest with yourself. You're going to rise up and say, God, I can't do this on my own. I need you. This is where I am right now. But this is where I want to be. There is where I want to be. Holy Spirit, help me. God, help me. Be honest about yourself. Stop faking it that you are all that. That you already know better just to fit in. Allow God to break you, darling. Allow him to teach you. Stop trying to fit in. Have you ever seen eagles flying in group? They fly alone, darling. Sometimes you gotta be alone to make it. I'm not saying you shouldn't make friends alone. I mean, like, you gotta talk to yourself, sit with yourself, encourage yourself, and push yourself. The Bible said that David encouraged himself in the Lord. Don't wait for everybody to be your fan or to comment that you look gorgeous before you know that you look gorgeous. That the devil is a liar. I don't need nobody to tell me that I'm all that. I know who and whose I am. It's not pride, girl. You got to know who you are. It doesn't matter what you're facing right now. It doesn't matter where you are. Those things don't make you. It's up here, darling. You got to understand that you belong to the King. He created you to be special. He created you to be the best of yourself. Why do you want to be somebody else? You let them intimidate you with every little thing. Blown away by every wind. They go here, you follow. They go there, you follow. They go there, you follow. You are unstable, darling. Because you allow them to intimidate you. It's a thing of the mind. You think you can't do better by yourself. Girl, be very careful who you're listening to. Be very careful the friends that you keep. Don't allow nobody to talk you down. Don't allow nobody to make you feel that you cannot. If you're hanging around a circle that is the same thing every time, backbiting, gossiping, unforgiveness, rage, anger, jealousy, that's what they talk about there. Girl, it's time to cut loose. If all they talk about is defeat, it's time to cut loose. If all they talk about is fear, it's time to cut loose, darling. You need people that will push you. People that will make you feel that you can. And they will really encourage you to be yourself. Your best self, darling. I'm trying to say, girl, stay your lane. Look for people that will build you. That will carry you high, darling. Learn to be your baddest, best self. No need for copying. No need, darling, for doing her. Do you. Do you and believe in yourself. Because if you don't believe in yourself, who else is going to believe you? If you yourself don't believe in yourself. Girl, you got what it takes to be that person, darling. So you step out of your comfort zone. And stay your lane and start working on yourself. Start working on yourself. Don't let nobody intimidate you and talk you out of your place. It's your life. Don't let nobody fool you. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. Don't let nobody make you feel otherwise, darling. You are a queen. Believe that about yourself. Dare to be your baddest, best self. I repeat again. Iyobo for Christ is my name. I love you very much, girl. I really do. Till I see you next time. Your own Iyobo for Christ. Bye. Shalom.